Hey everyone, welcome back to Kimabe 2-1 Motivational. Today we're tackling a controversial issue: deportations, media manipulation, and why celebrities like Selena Gomez are reacting emotionally without knowing the full story. The media loves to frame these policies as cruel, but are they really? Or is the government simply enforcing the law by deporting criminals and dangerous individuals? Let's get into the facts. Music fades out. Section 1. How the media twists the story. Kimi, let's be real whenever deportation policies make the news. The media presents it as a heartbreaking tragedy. They show emotional families, children crying, and heart-wrenching stories. But they rarely tell you who is actually being deported. The headlines scream mass deportation or families being torn apart. But do they ever emphasize that most of these deportations involve criminals? They make it sound like the government is targeting innocent people. But in reality, law enforcement is prioritizing drug traffickers, gang members, repeat offenders, and those who have committed violent crimes. That's not heartless, that's protecting communities. But the media won't tell you that because it doesn't fit their narrative. Selena Gomez recently broke down in tears, saying she was devastated about deportations and that she wishes she could do something. And look, I get it, she cares about people, but does she know who is actually being deported? Or is she just reacting to the way the media frames it? Instead of focusing on actual criminals being removed, the media shows a tiny fraction of cases where families are affected and uses that to create a false image of the entire policy. Selena, like many celebrities, is responding emotionally to an incomplete picture. That's how media manipulation works. They focus on feelings, not facts. Section 3. Who is really being deported? Let's set the record straight. Under the current administration's policies, ICE is prioritizing the deportation of individuals with serious criminal records. We're talking about gang members, drug traffickers, repeat violent offenders, convicted felons. These are people who broke laws, sometimes multiple times. Why should they be allowed to stay in the country? If an undocumented immigrant comes here, follows the law, and contributes to society, they aren't being targeted. But if they commit crimes, that's a different story. Every country enforces its borders. Imagine if someone illegally entered Canada or Germany and committed a crime. Would they be allowed to stay? Absolutely not. The US is no different. Section 4. The media's role in shaping perceptions. The media isn't interested in reporting the full picture. They focus on the most emotional cases to manipulate public opinion. They won't show you the statistics about criminals being deported, but they'll show you a single mom crying at the border, making it seem like that's the entire story. Why? Because fear and outrage drive views and engagement. Meanwhile, when the administration says they are focusing on deporting dangerous criminals, media outlets twist it into mass deportation to create panic. It's selective reporting at its finest. Section 5. WHY enforcing the law is necessary. No country can function without enforcing its immigration laws. The US is one of the most welcoming countries in the world, but that doesn't mean people can break the law without consequences. Enforcing deportation policies isn't about cruelty. It's about keeping communities safe. Instead of being misled by emotional headlines, we need to focus on facts. The government isn't attacking people. It's ensuring that law-abiding citizens, both American-born and legal immigrants, can live in safer communities.